Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jerk marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade: 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Tripnic Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Yes, greetings and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host, Manning's Man. We have a good one lined up for you. Remember, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsors. The sponsors for this video, they are Tripnic. Tripnic is a Jamaican-owned and operated company in Canada, and they are offering 25% discount on all their products right now in partnership with I Am Sure Sports. All you have to do, my people, all you have to do is visit them at www.tripnic.ca and use the code I Am Sure Sports 001. This won't last forever, so you better maximize the moment. You can see the banner going across. You can see it right there, so check them out. Also, please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, share the content so we can grow, and grow. Yeah, you know, we do things our way because our way is our way. And once we give our best, we're happy with that. We are in no race with no one. We are in our own race in our own lane. Well, we want to talk a little bit about some Jamaica's football. We're going to talk about Coach Theodore Whitmore. Right now, just give you some information. As you know, the technical committee made a recommendation for the coach of the national team to be fired. And based on reports, this is what came out of the report, that what has been reported, though we haven't heard it from anyone in the technical committee. All right, that's the word that is out there. And it is also said that it is the second time such a recommendation has been made. But in fairness to Tapper, the state of the national team is not solely his fault. The players need to take some responsibility. Those who are locally born and overseas born, for their performances throughout the World Cup qualifying campaign. And the administration, I believe, needs to take some of the responsibility, because administratively, I think the first window that went very bad, a lot of that had to do with administrative mismanagement. And so the coach cannot be solely blamed for the state of the campaign. And until we can seriously assess how many points we should have had, then we can't say this amount of points is failure. All right, because we're still in with an opportunity to qualify. So Coach Theodore Whitmore has not killed the campaign. Those expectations were better. All right, I don't want people to misunderstand something though. You may not like him as a coach. You may not think he's the best coach, but don't you dare try to dismiss him as a footballer. Don't do that. Because listen, even in his Premier League days, there was a point when they called him as a midfielder, won a game because every game he would score. He is I think the third all-time goal scorer for Jamaica, and he plays midfield. So be careful how you size up the man footballing career. Don't come and tell me about who is over there and who is over there and all of that. Because given the same opportunities in the same environment, watch this, in the peak of their career, I believe many Jamaicans would have done well. I want you to get that. So we can speak about his coaching impediments and failures, but separate that from the man's footballing career. Bam. That's done. So Tapper, forever, total respect for you, for your work, brethren, for Jamaica as a footballer. And listen, you are tied with Rene Simoes in terms of the amount of wins that you have. And that's good. All right? Though the record in the campaign, you have a lot to answer for. And I know you're an honest man. You take some responsibility for that. All right? Now, if I were Coach Topper, what would I do? Would I resign? You must be mad. I would not resign. Here's why I would not resign. I would not resign because if I resign, then whatever payment I'm supposed to receive, I am losing that. If I resign, where is the job that I'm going to get that pays me the same amount? I still believe I can qualify. So if I'm Coach Theodore Whitmore, I'm doing exactly what he's doing. I am going to stay in the job until you remove me out of the job. My contract has not expired. Therefore, you have to terminate it. So terminate it. Fine, I'll leave. I'm not going to fight that. But I'm not going to resign. I'm not going to tender my resignation voluntarily. No way, Jose. And he's right for doing that. This is how the man earns. You can't give up close to $1 million for $0. That makes no sense. All right? So if you believe that he's not good for the job, then replace him and pay the man off. No, based on the contract, I am almost certain that in these situations, especially in a third world country like Jamaica, no one would be in any form of contract that if the person is fired, they would have to pay them several months or years of payments. I don't think that is how it works. At best, the Jamaica Football Federation will probably only have to pay him for 2 months. The present month and 2 additional months if they were supposed to fire him and pay him off. The contract would be terminated. He would get 1 month's salary plus 2 additional months. So that's a total of 3 months' salary. All right? Get that? So the JFF can do it if they want. What are you waiting on? But if I'm Theodore Whitmore, I'm doing what he's doing. I am not leaving. You have to move me out of this. You understand me? That's my position. We have to be fair and honest to everyone in the situation. Now, it's also my understanding that this job is in high demand. There are 4 qualified persons who believe that they can take whatever is being offered in terms of salary. They can take that because they believe that we can still qualify for the World Cup. 4. These 4 persons, Coach Whitmore, JFF, I have heard that there are 4 persons. All right? I'm going to talk about the 4 persons. I am not, could call the name, but I'm not going to. In fact, there is rumors going about that one is in Jamaica. Though, and one was in Jamaica, and one is very close to Jamaica, geographical location. So one is in Jamaica, one was in Jamaica this month, one is very close to Jamaica, and one is still in touch with Jamaica. All four. All right. So what is? In fact, one was spotted at one of our airports recently, a couple of days ago. So he's in Jamaica, though we understand that he's here on other business, but it's quite contrary. I'm telling you. So, who are the persons lined up? Are you ready? People, hit the like button. Come on, man. Don't do that. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, right? So there are four persons. One of the four has a UK pro license. Well, if I say UK pro license, you know, it is suggesting that the person is somehow connected to the United Kingdom, England to be specific. One of the person has English connection. He has a UK pro license and he is willing to take the job. All right. The second person is a former national coach for the US senior team. He coached the United States of America senior team, and he is interested in the job. And he did well with that team. He qualified them for a World Cup. Yes, and he is interested in the job, and I'm understanding that he's willing to take it because he believes we can qualify. The third, I understand, is a person from out of Spain, and he is also highly qualified because he was a former Spain under-23 coach. You can check out the name. I am not going to tell you who it is. Do your research, right? But I'm wondering if that kind of style of football would suit us because, you know, France, Spain is known for their tiki-taki sort of a play. Are we technically good enough? The compilation of our players, would that be the best situation to put ourselves in? Can we play that style of a football, or should we look to someone who has some CONCACAF experience, or someone out of the UK who has some understanding of how the players who play in Europe kind of play? What should we do? And then there's also a former national coach. Yes, a former national coach. Yes, I could tell you the color of his hair. He has a very extraordinary hair color. What can I say? He's also interested in the job. Yes, he coached the team before, and he's willing and ready to take up the team again. I mean, so we have people who are coming from the east, the west, the north, and the south for this job. Yes, people. So it simply means that Tapper, it further compounds the point that Tapper is right to want to stay. Because if these other four coaches believe we can qualify, then Tapper believes we can qualify. And he wants to qualify the team. You may not believe he can, but he believes he can. What say you people? Would you take someone who coached the Spain under-23? Would you take someone who is not a Jamaican by birth, but was a former coach of the national team to take up the team? Would you take someone with a United Kingdom pro license, someone from out of England who has followed the team, been around the team, knows a little bit about the team? Would you take someone who has coached the United States of America to a senior men's World Cup, has a very good record with them, knows CONCACAF well? Who would you take? Or would you stick with Coach Theodore Whitmore? Would you give him the rest of the campaign to turn things around? What would you do? What would you do? Has the USA result done enough to give Tapper the next couple of games in January, or his time is up? Whatever happens with Coach Theodore Whitmore, I have high respect for him. Let me tell you that. Because that's just how I am. I tell people, I never call for people's job because I can provide their monthly salaries. Whatever happens with Coach Theodore Whitmore, I have high respect for him at all times. But if the time is up, the time is up. But if I were him, I would not resign. I would sit in the job until you relieve me of my position. Now, the federation needs to move quickly. Why? If you're going to keep Tupper, he needs to know so he can start making preparation. If you're going to select one of those other coaches, they need to know so they can start making preparation for the next window. This delay is helping no one. It's not helping Coach Theodore Whitmore. It's not helping the players. It's not helping the administration. And it's not helping those persons who are interested in the job. 4 persons. I see. Remember, there was a Spaniard named Christopher Columbus. Traveled to the Americas. On a hill. On a hill, he saw the white fox. The Spaniard came to America. On a hill, he saw the white fox. Riddle me this and riddle me that. Guess this riddle, or perhaps not. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share the content. This is I Am Sure Sports, and I am your host, Mannins Man.